Hello everyone, my name is Apple Guy, and welcome back to the episode of my playthrough of Sly 2 Band of Thieves. In the previous video we finished Menace in the North, 100% in 1 hour and 33 minutes. In today's video we are going to be kicking off the final episode of the game, Anatomy for Disaster. This is the very last one after we finish this chapter. No more Sly 2. The game will be 100% completed.
There we were, heading east across the Atlantic Ocean, stowaways on a giant airborne fortress. Though time was short, we made sure to study up on our unknowing host, Arpeggio. While attending a prestigious boarding school, the young Arpeggio excelled in all subjects, but he never managed to keep up with the other boys physically. Sadly, his wings, due to their small size, were useless for flight. Furious at his feeble body, he focused his powerful mind to search for a cure in the works of the Italian Renaissance masters. Their notebooks provided the springboard for this sinister young genius, and it wasn't long before the Claw Gang took him on as chief inventor. His talents must have been at work repurposing all the Clockwerk parts for their criminal schemes, and now this mastermind is in possession of all the parts. It's only a matter of time before he puts them back together. And when that happens, well, I'm not gonna let that happen.
Alright, Sly Cooper and the gang in Anatomy for Disaster. So Sly pronounces this bird's name is Arpeggio. I'm pronouncing it Arpeggio. He pronounced it like the Italian way. I don't have time for that, so I'm just gonna pronounce it Arpeggio. And also, I guess Arpeggio's plan was to distribute the parts among the Claw Gang, and then steal them back because he wanted them all. Now he has them all. First mission here is a really high marker that doesn't have a name. Alright, well, we know it's a recon mission. This is one of the worst areas in the game. Fair warning. This is a very small area. We're on Arpeggio's blimp, which is why it is stylized the way it is. We are flying over a void of nothingness, and there are technological menaces all over the place and all sorts of cool things. There's also 30 bottles. Did I say 30? I meant 29 bottles that we haven't claimed. So we're going to be claiming the bottles as we always do, getting them all done. You guys know what's up. This is the last time we'll be collecting 30 bottles because I don't believe bottles return in Sly 3. But I'm not sure what they would be replaced by. Sorry for that cut there. I was experiencing some audio issues, and they might have shown through in the recording. If they did, I apologize, and if they didn't, we'll disregard my woes. Alright, so I think the mission marker should be just up here. Over a little bit more. I'm hearing the bottles. Let's get this bottle. This area, it's going to be very easy to get all the bottles because it's so small. It's very hard to miss a bottle when you have to pretty much walk in close proximity to every single one that exists. So yeah, we are going to have a very easy time, for the most part, getting all the bottles. Here we go. It's like a little rotating thing. Okay, does this mission have a name? Blimp HQ Recon. Thank heavens. Let's start Blimp HQ Recon.
My instruments have picked up large magnetic fields radiating from inside that blimp. If Arpeggio's already started reassembling Clockwerk, that's where you'll find him.
Sounds good. I'm on my way.
Don't waste any time here, Sly. Get to the blimp and take some recon photos. To build a plan, we need to know how close they are to reviving Clockwerk.
Relax, Bentley. I've got it under control.
Yeah, so apparently Sly Cooper saying he's gonna get right on it is Bentley talk for I'm gonna get to it eventually, but not right now, so please remind me that I need to go faster. Because that is what he did. Alright, so we need to make it over to this blimp. In order to get over to the blimp, we're going to need a bit of a jumping start. Here we go, here we go. And a nice smooth landing. We can now climb this rope thing to this vent inlet. Thankfully, this blimp is air conditioned, so we can open the vent and climb inside to go and see the inside of this dastardly blimp. Here we go. Camera time.
I had no idea they could reassemble Clockwerk so fast.
That's Clockwerk, by the
All
way.
right, Bentley. He might be in one piece, but he doesn't appear to be, you know, alive. Let's stick to the format here. How about some recon photos?
You're right. We need to be informed to create a plan of action. Try to get a shot of Clockwerk's head, a mech egg, and one of those spinning magnetic inducers. They seem important to the procedure, but stay away from the guards. If you get detected, we won't have time for a second chance.
Yeah, so we are a little bit mission critical right now. Not gonna lie. We are mission critical because...
These magnetic inducers seem to be holding the Clockwerk parts together.
Because Clockwerk is built directly in front of us. This here is Clockwerk, dead ahead, directly above us. I'm gonna pick this man's pocket once, and I guess not again. The other thing we needed to get a picture of was an egg, and then the face of Clockwerk. If we were eggs, where would we be located? Guess it doesn't really matter. Let's go ahead and maneuver around to the front of Clockwerk so we can get that picture of the beast's face. And holy buckets, is it a terrifying beast. Look at that thing. Eyeballs and beak and wings. Clockwerk, of course, is Sly's mortal enemy.
Clockwerk appears completely inanimate. We still might have a chance.
Thankfully, it is just bones. Not yet formed into... Where's the egg? Where are the eggs? Bentley, where are the eggs? Are they up here? Wait, seriously, Bentley, where are the eggs? Take a picture of the eggs. What eggs? Oh, those eggs. Well, shoot, why didn't you tell me that when I was closer to the eggs? Eggs. I gotta get closer. I gotta get closer still, I guess I should say. Eggs? Wow, you want me right up next to them. Okay, are these gonna be Clockwerk babies? I would hope not. Eggs.
I'm sensing radioactivity from inside those mech eggs. I wouldn't get too close. Sly, I'm detecting voices from the front of the blimp. I think it's Arpeggio.
It is Arpeggio, and it's also minor spoiler, but I mean, we saw her. It's Neela. Neela's right there, dead ahead. You could have seen her in that opening cutscene, and I actually did see her in the opening cutscene, but I did not mention her by name until now. Holy buckets, that was close, kind of. I need to probably be a little more careful when it comes to sneaking around. Okay. Yeah, dead ahead right through here. You can see it's Neela and Arpeggio. Last we saw of Neela, she was, you know, getting exploded on a small airplane above a train in Canada.
There he is, the mastermind behind this blimp and the source of all our problems.
Arpeggio. And Neela.
I can't believe it. She must have been working with Arpeggio all along. I don't need to study those photos to see the writing on the wall. Clearly, Neela and Arpeggio have conspired together to rebuild Clockwerk. And it looks like they're dangerously close to realizing their goal.
Look, Bentley, I know it's not your style, but I need a quick plan of attack. Try to think of a way, any way, to stop Clockwerk from getting reassembled.
Well, those magnetic inducers seem to be holding the parts together. If you reverse their polarity, it should pull Clockwerk apart. Unfortunately, the inducer speed control station is locked down tight. Pickpocket keys for the 4 patrolling guards to get at it. Then you'll need to manually reverse the polarity of each inducer deck at the top of their rotation.
Consider it done.
Boom. Easy peasy. How do we do that? Well, we pickpocket the guards because they have the keys. Key 1, speed control key. And this gentleman right here will have speed control key 2. Very cool. Very rad. Oh, Lord have mercy. How do I recover from this? I guess I just... Oh, no, I got shot out of the air. Later. Hey. I don't think they see me. I think me doing this magician's act is a good enough way of hiding. Swell. I think that happened because the rope... I grabbed the rope through the wing, which, I mean, hey, fine by me any day of the week. It got me to safety, and that is what's important. And this guy's key. I started pickpocketing this guy earlier, but I didn't finish it. Alright, now we need to head over to here. And again, we need to grab this rope and jump and glide over to here. And slow down these magnets until they reverse direction, causing Clockwerk to get ripped apart, in theory. Okay. Now, are you saying each one individually, or is there like a master key that I can use? It looks like we are thinking each one individually. Okay, cool. That's fine. That's fair. I just needed to know. Bentley, if you were me, how would you go about doing that? I guess going about it like this, right? Just doing what I'm doing. Grab onto the clockwork tail. Thank you. Very cool. Alright, and then we'll go try this one next, I guess. We'll just kind of flip-flop back and forth. And we are going to, with any luck, cause Clockwerk, not claws, the other thing I could say. Oh, Lord, I fell. We're going to cause Clockwerk to skydive epically into the ground, into the floor, and we will be Clockwerkless. Okay, I'm gonna jump over this way and grab on. Very good. Click the button. Good. And then we will go back to here. And we'll repeat the process twice more on these other two directional control pads. Oh, huh. That was a lot of momentum. Not sure why that happened necessarily, but okay. Yeah. Are we having fun yet? You know what? Oh, Lord, okay. I was gonna say, I'm gonna defeat these guards, but I think now I'm actually probably just gonna get a game over if I do that, so... Yeah, I've got the teeniest, babiest chunk of health. Now I have no health, and I fell into the void. This is bad. Please don't make me redo the first two direction swaps. Thank you very much, game. I appreciate you more than words can express. I didn't even see there was a guard there. Holy buckets, I am out of it. I have just no Sly Cooper knowledge right now. Absolutely none. Get me out of here, please. Oh, for the love of all that's holy. Get me out of here. Okay, thank you. Okay, let's finish this now. Actually, the longest heist, or not heist setup, longest recon mission in the history of Sly Cooper. Longest one of all time. No, this is the opposite of a speed. This is a slow run. And I'm getting the world record slow run. No one can stop me. No one can go slower than I'm going. Here we go. Okay, they've all been pressed. Great. Mission complete. And down goes Clockwerk. Getting all folded in amongst itself. And we're just gonna chill in the corner. They're very casual for their robot just getting destroyed.
The magnets have been reversed. But... by Jove, it seems to have locked the clockwork parts into place.
Uh-oh.
Excellent.
Oh no. We accidentally locked them in place. Bentley! That sucks. Oh!
Sly Cooper!
Hey!
Of course this would be your doing.
Ah, Mr. Cooper. No doubt you believed a reversal would pull the old bird apart, eh? But it seems to have had quite the opposite effect. I'm truly grateful. When fully powered up, I'll join myself to its circuits and be born anew!
All this because you can't fly. You're pathetic.
Immortality! Immortality is what I seek. The other Claw Gang members were much too short-sighted. They were satisfied using the clockwork parts to drive their various trivial schemes. But not me. No, I saw them for what they really were. The keys to life eternal.
So, what? You had Neela put me on the scent back in Cairo, and then waited while I stole the parts from the other Claw Gang members, all the while not arousing any suspicion that you were behind it all?
You make it sound easy, Cooper. I had to carry your pathetic gang through that first set of heists. I was overjoyed when Arpeggio let me toss you in jail. I could finally go after the parts myself.
Ah, but acquiring all the parts was only half the equation. Think, Cooper. What kept Clockwerk alive for thousands of years?
He was fueled by his hatred for my family.
True.
Splendid. That's right. Hatred. Putting his gears and wires together was child's play, compared with accumulating that much hatred.
You can't make people hate.
Oh, my
Oh?
poor naive boy. My meticulous mind has found a way. As your hippopotamus friend will attest, spice consumption makes you both angry and susceptible to hypnosis. The Contessa, hypnotist extraordinaire, devised a way to command people through the use of flashing lights. I've created this blimp to be a massive transmitter of those precise light frequencies. The only problem I faced was finding a suitable source of light waves.
The Northern Lights. You've been collecting Northern Light energy so you could hypnotize everyone beneath the blimp.
Ah, hypnotize those who'd eaten food covered in illegal spice. Thank goodness for Dimitri. Through his nightclub, he got the whole city to consume the spice.
You're going to Paris to unleash a hypnotic light show of hate. That's outlandish.
Isn't this absurd?
Cruel.
This is crazy.
Necessary to give Clockwerk his spark of immortality. Ah well, my new body awaits me. Be a dear, Neela, and keep him covered. Ta-ta!
Oh no!
Stupid Arpeggio. I double-crossed the Cooper gang, Interpol, and Carmelita. What made you think I wouldn't do the same to you?
Yeah, so Neela just double-crossed him, and now Neela is Clockwerk.
This is preposterous. You're my protege, not the next candidate for my immortality. I demand you exit the Clockwerk frame or...
Yeah, some villain, eh? Arpeggio is gone.
Is born.
So things have gone from bad to worse. And we've got a lot of pieces to pick up now. But also, isn't it crazy how the game fits all the individual storylines together? I'll talk about it after this patented Bentley slideshow.
As we all know, things are looking grim. Neela has joined herself to the Clockwerk frame, and the Union has produced Clockla. She's out and free to terrorize the world. This blimp is still in motion to Paris. I can only assume Arpeggio's autopilot will activate the hate hypnosis light show. If that happens, there will be no stopping Clockla. She'll be immortal. But we still have a chance. In her new form, she'll need to draw a lot of energy from this blimp's engines to stay strong. If we can disable the engines, that should be enough to weaken her to a state in which we can attack. Getting at these engines will require all three of us to work together in perfect harmony. We've pulled off some tough jobs in the past, but they were just the warm-up round for what we'll be going through tonight.
So truly endgame stuff. I believe now if we go outside, we should see Clockla flying around, if memory serves correct. I'm pretty sure we see Clockla in or around the airspace, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's like a certain mission, or it's later on. Nope, there she is. There she is! Clockla! Holy buckets. So, I'm going to collect some bottles right now. I'm not going to do any more missions in this episode. But yeah, I'm going to collect bottles and then just do one last appreciation / critique of the story of this game. Because for the longest time, besides everyone... Oh, I can't get that right now because that's a mission trigger. I'll come back for that. Besides everyone being in the Claw Gang, which is just like an arbitrary... Like, hey, we're the Claw Gang, you know? Besides that, all these people seemed very disjointed. I mean, there was like the idea that they all had a part to play in like spice generation or spice movement. But I mean, the way that this game sums it up as far as everyone having a role to play in the larger like Clockwerk, Clockla arpeggio scheme is impressive. Very impressive. A little exposition filled in the end there, obviously, because there's a lot of pieces that you can't really put together on your own. And so just to reiterate what we have learned, right? Neela and Arpeggio were in cahoots from the very beginning. Neela was a member of the Claw Gang the whole time, and she and the Claw Gang as a team stole the Clockwerk parts because each one wanted to use them for something of their own gain, right? Dimitri, for example, wanted to print money with it. Rad. Okay. So, with that in mind, Neela told Sly and the Cooper Gang about the Claw Gang stealing it, so that Sly would go around and gather the parts for Arpeggio to form Clockla. And once Clockla was formed, or actually Clockwerk, my apologies, because it wouldn't have been Clockla until Neela gets involved. So Clockwerk was to be formed so that Arpeggio could transfer himself into the body and use the wings to fly and to have immortality and all that jazz. And so the way that Clockwerk was formed as a collaboration between the Claw Gang was that Clockwerk is fueled by his hatred for the Cooper clan. That's why he was able to stalk the Cooper clan across, I mean, literally eons. And so, because Arpeggio is just a guy, doesn't harbor that, hate energy, his method of generating enough hatred was to use Rajan's spice, distributed through Dimitri's network, and delivered, of course, to that network by Jean Bassan, to get everyone mad. And then he would use the Contessa's hypnosis to provoke them into hating, and that would allow him to be all charged up as Clockwerk, which is, takes a few logical leaps to get there, but once you're there, you can suspend disbelief and think that's a believable thing. You have to keep in mind also that Arpeggio is this genius of a bird, right? He's not just some lowly member of the Claw Gang, and it makes sense why he would sort of slum it with all of them. Doesn't really explain why the Contessa would slum it with them, because the Contessa, I mean, used the spice for, I guess... Actually, the Contessa used the spice to make hypnosis easier, so I guess it makes enough sense. Game, I'm trying to get under here. Could I... Thanks. I have weird momentum. Just a casual weird momentum incident. Okay, so in my little, explanation adventure... Am I stuck down here? No, I can get out. Through my little explanation adventure, I have 17 out of the 30 bottles, so we're going to have to continue picking up bottles, of course, as we continue to explore this very ugly blimp. But ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be all for now. I want to thank you all so much for watching. If you have enjoyed, please hit like and subscribe, and tell your friends about my channel if you think they would enjoy it. It means a lot to me when you guys spread my videos around, and I'll catch you guys all back here next time for my next video. Until then... As always, take care.